so here's what Alan told me yesterday. I'll break down this scenario. Alan said yesterday, hey, been talking to this guy. He's a for sale by owner. He came in with a unique hook. For sale by owners hear a lot of the same thing. A lot of people just call and be like, why don't you list it with an agent? I'm an agent, right? And it's a very generic, weak ask. Alan came in and got in the door by saying, has anybody offered to help you identify the right home that you're going to be moving into? He said no. Alan got in the door. The guy's built a unique property. And so once Alan got there, then they started talking about obviously the property that he wants to sell, and he wants to sell it for a premium. He wants to sell the property for $1.25 million. Here's where things got interesting. The seller said to Alan, hey, I'd work with you, but with the commission, I want to pay you $50,000 flat. Who thinks that's a good deal? So Emily thinks it's a good deal. A lot of people think it's a good deal. So that's 4% even, right? But here's where I don't believe it's a good deal for the seller. It's a good deal for Alan maybe, but how is that a good deal for the seller? So that lawsuit that just happened with, the settlements with the real estate industry, the attorneys now just put in for their fee. The attorneys asked for 33% of the settlement. 33%. In their statement, they identified that the 8th Circuit of the court has already previously said that class action lawsuits are okay anywhere between 28 and 36%. They asked for 33%. The attorney said, we're asking for this large percentage because that aligns our incentive with the class. So the attorneys believe that they're so valuable that, one, they are worth 33%. Two, that they're only going to put in the work, take on all the risk of going after the suit. They made the $16 million investment up front to go after the suit if their incentives are aligned where they can now be motivated to get the most money possible so that they make the most money possible on their 33%. If me and Alan talk through this, if I'm talking to that seller, hey, $50,000 is a fair number. I really appreciate you throwing that offer out there. There's really going to be two types of agents here. There's going to be an agent that says, that's a great deal, and because they're thinking about all I need to do is get this property to sell to cash a $50,000 check. All this thing has to do is sell. But what kind of offers is that agent going to be bringing you? Any offer. Because any offer that gets accepted at any moment in time, they cash in $50,000. It's a flat, it's a guarantee. If a buyer comes to the table at $1.2 million, are they going to be motivated to go and scratch and claw for that $50,000 that you're paying them for? Or are they going to say, listen, this is the best offer in the market. You should take the 1.2. You're silly not to take it. Then there's a second agent who's motivated by moving the number so high that every single one of your neighbors says, I need the name of that agent. That the entire market says, I can't believe what so-and-so's house sold for. Because the agent working on a percent of sale price is motivated to push that number to an uncomfortable figure in the market. How's that agent who's willing to take $50K flat gonna look you in the face and tell you that they're such an honest person that they're gonna be scouring the earth for multiple offers to drive that price up? The first offer they get at 1.2 or 1.150, they're gonna be so happy. They're gonna be dancing on clouds, running to you with this offer like they did something special. They didn't do anything. They collected an offer and they got all giddy because they think they're getting closer to 50,000, and the seller's gonna look at you like, hello, this is not a good deal for me. And so, listen, I actually would flip the thing on the seller and be like, this is 4% of 1.250. If this thing sells at 1.2, I'm getting more than 4% in your scenario. Why don't we just put the full incentives on this deal and have me scouring the earth to get you the most money possible with a true aligned incentive? By the way, we want to align the incentive of the buyer agent too, because this guy's willing to make an offer of compensation. So it works both ways. When we're talking to a seller, let me ask you, do you want to hire me to be working with me for a long period of time or to get the net price that you're looking for? I don't know if you ever heard this, like, well, what if the house sells in a week? Do I got to pay you 6% if it sells in a week? What's the commission if it sells in 2 days, right? You're not paying me for time, you're paying me for value. The value of me using all my resources, everything that I'm going to do from a marketing perspective, from a pre-launch perspective, from leveraging my agent-to-agent connections, to creating a buzz and an excitement with the buyers who are out there in this price category, in this town right now, leading up till the minute that we launch. That's the value of working with me. And if we do get an acceptable offer in the next 2 days, that means all of the things that I do came together at the perfect time to create such a competitive advantage for you as the seller, and you likely got more. If an agent comes in here and wants to get paid for their hour, for their time, well, there's going to be no incentive for this property to sell. They'll want it to stay on the market forever. Our goal is to get it to the market early on in the process with the most interest so that we can get you the most money and get you to walk away with your net number.
At BAMX, we listen to what real estate professionals want and need. That's why our platform is filled with sought-after courses, content, and tactical assets for your business. And that's why we launched BAMX in a box with templates and scripts done for you, delivered each Friday. The best part? It's not coming from panel pontificators who bought their followers and don't sell any real estate. It's coming from top agents, team leaders, and content creators in the industry. It's education that actually shows you how to do what you need in today's market. And now it includes editable templates and scripts so you can easily deliver that knowledge to your database. Every day, we continue to add more content into BAMX, into our private Facebook community, content that works, content that our members have exclusive access to daily. Do not wait any longer. Use code Byron and join the thousands of agents taking their business to the next level today. Code Byron for 10% off. I'll see you in BAMX.